Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for the last few months, mainly around home, out on runs, I've been taking the Olympus mju loaded with a roll of Kodak 400 Tri X film. And yeah, so this is what I've managed to shoot so far. Right, so what I've done, I've got about 13 exposures left in this roll. So I've come today to a place called Frome in Somerset, and then next week as well I'm off to London for a few nights. So I'll put some B-roll up now, and when I find some interesting compositions with the camera, I'll insert them into the film. So here we go. So obviously, I was hoping to stick some more photos from Frome and London into that little run through, but I had some problems obviously with the camera, which honestly I thought I'd overcome from previous experiences with the camera, but obviously not. So anyway, the problems, I'm going to sit them into two camps. The first camp being that a lot of them came out blurry again. So for whatever reason, the focus just was completely missed, or the camera just failed to kind of interpret what scene I was trying to compose. I don't think this was a problem with the way that I composed the shot, because obviously with the MJU, you're limited in what kind of controls you have. So you obviously just kind of focus on the subject that your main part of the scene that you want to kind of be in focus, and then you kind of recompose the shot if you need to. So that's all pretty much you can do with the MJU. So for whatever reason, whether the camera is not working as it should, a lot of the shots came out blurry. So I'm kind of leaning to the fact that it's a problem with the camera. I already noticed when I received it that the self timer button doesn't work, so that kind of may indicate that there's other issues with the camera as well. But anyway, back to the photos, the second area where I encounter some problems, and that's obviously the fact that a number of shots were overexposed or incorrectly metered for, leading to that kind of overexposure. And that's very problematic when I came to edit the files, because you can try and recover some details, but you've got to be careful not to kind of ruin the aspects which have metered okay. But that didn't really happen a lot. A lot of them were, as you're seeing now, were actually overexposed, and this was as best that I could do in terms of recovering any kind of detail in those areas. So there you go. Thankfully, a few shots managed to turn out okay, so not all was lost from this roll of expensive Kodak Tri X film. So in conclusion, I'm probably not gonna use this camera again. It's just become a little bit too unreliable, and I've kind of completely lost confidence in its ability to kind of provide me with well metered and correctly focused shots. So instead, I'm going to revert back to my tried and tested Olympus AF-1 Mini. It's not quite as compact as the MJU or as light, but I've run a few rolls through this now and I haven't really encountered any of the same kind of issues that I have done with my version of the Olympus MJU. So for those of you not familiar with the other videos that I've done on this channel, I did do a video where I obviously compared the MJU with my old AF-1 Mini, and the MJU did win that kind of comparison in the areas I've just talked about. You know, it's a lot more compact, it's a lot lighter, and I did find that the images were slightly better in terms that they kind of gave a little bit more separation between the subject, the foreground, and the kind of the background aspects, but nothing groundbreaking. So I've got no qualms about going back to my Olympus AF-1 Mini, because at least I know this one does work in all aspects and I can rely on it when I need a point and shoot kind of film camera. As always, thanks for watching. I'm sorry that the images didn't turn out better, but that's film, I guess. You never know until you've developed it. So thanks again. See you next time.